The city of Savage continues to be recognized as one of the Twin Cities' fastest growing suburbs. Between 2000 and 2016, Savage was the 9th fastest growing city in Minnesota. People are attracted to Savage because it's a place where families can live well for less, enjoy top schools, low crime, and reasonable commutes.
We're not growing as fast as we were in the late 90s, but we are continuing to grow at a steady and, more importantly, manageable rate. Thanks to sound leadership and thoughtful planning by our city leaders, this growth was anticipated, and the needs of a growing community like housing options, roads, water resources, and open space were planned for and designed to ensure our long-term sustainability.
Savage is committed to building a better community for people of all ages and backgrounds. This means offering both affordable and a variety of housing options.
Right now we have about a dozen projects that are underway, including a nice mix of single-family homes, townhomes, and multifamily residential units.
Riley Ridge Estates and Madeline Point in South Savage will add 125 new single-family homes. Approximately 50 townhome and twin home units will be available in Hamilton Landing and Bluff Haven. And Louisiana Lofts at the corner of 150th Street and Louisiana will add 54 affordable workforce housing apartment units to our community.
With more rooftops come more businesses, restaurants, and shopping options for our community. And even though we're approaching full build-out, many new businesses continue to make their home here.
In 2017, the Ridgecrest retail space at the corner of Highway 13 and Connolly Parkway was completed and is now home to the Tim Hortons coffee chain, a Club Pilates, a Verizon store, and the national chain Noodles & Company. Savage also became home to a Hy-Vee grocery and convenience store, complete with a full-service restaurant, Starbucks, dry cleaner, medical clinic, and municipal liquor store.
Things are going really good at Savage Liquor Hy-Vee. Still a little early to get good trend information, but sales at Savage Liquor Hy-Vee are ahead of what we had projected for the year. We are consistently anywhere from 100 to 150% higher than what we had previously experienced at our former Dan Patch Liquor in downtown Savage.
In July, the state legislature passed Sunday liquor sales.
So far, Sunday sales are doing just what we expected. Total sales haven't necessarily increased, they're just spread out over 7 days rather than 6.
But it is convenient to be able to pick something up for a Sunday Viking game or before going out on the boat in the summertime. Speaking of summer, the city of Savage made the most of the spring and summer months to accomplish several transportation projects.
So our 2017 transportation to-do list included paving of the Hamilton alleys in downtown Savage. Safety improvements were also completed by adding turn lanes on County Road 16 at Dan Patch Drive and Taylor Drive. We also reconstructed Zinran Avenue between 150th Street and Highway 13. Surfacing on Connolly Parkway was also completed from Highway 13 to Vernon Avenue. MnDOT also resurfaced Highway 13 from Trunk Highway 169 to County Road 5 in Burnsville. The city also maintained our streets with seal coating of 9.5 miles of neighborhood streets.
While all the construction was a bit inconvenient, the work was necessary to not only maintain our streets, but also to replace and improve the infrastructure underneath them. Maintaining the infrastructure that we already have is also a significant part of our water strategy.
Reliable, high-quality drinking water is vital to the health of a community. For the past 2 years, water treatment plant number 2 has been closed for upgrades to both the facility and to the water treatment process.
The plant was built in 1985, and after 30 years, the system became less efficient and needed upgrading.
The facility is back in full service again, and both of the city's 2 water treatment plants have the capacity to provide 8.6 million gallons of water each day.
We can easily handle normal water usage, which is about 1.9 million gallons of water per day, as well as peak usage of 6.2 million gallons per day during the summer. We also have enough water capacity to meet the growing water needs through full build-out.
Also in 2017, The city began replacing and updating all residential and commercial water meters with smart meter technology called Advanced Metering Infrastructure. This new technology will provide residents with near real-time data on water usage and better leak detection.
Since July, approximately 2,000 meters have been replaced, and we're on track to replace all 10,000 meters by mid-2018.
Installations are being done by zones. Residents will receive a postcard to let them know we are replacing meters in their neighborhood and how to schedule an appointment either online or by phone. Another big reason why people are attracted to Savage is because of our quality parks and recreational facilities.
Parks and trails serve many purposes. They're a place for kids to be active, people to gather, and a great way to preserve green space throughout our city.
This past year, trails at Schroeder's Acres Park, O'Connell Park, and Glendale Park were reconstructed to improve and expand connectivity of our parks and trails system. Phase 1 of the Community Park Master Plan was also completed to improve the traffic flow in, around, and out of the park, as well as increase multi-purpose parking throughout the park.
Now, we're working on the pedestrian and bicycle master plan to look at the best ways to connect walking and biking routes, complete existing sidewalk and trail gaps, and link people to other neighborhoods, shopping areas, schools, and parks.
Creating a safe community is also one of our top priorities. Savage police officers and firefighters work around the clock to respond to emergencies, reach out to neighbors, and engage in the day-to-day activities on Savage streets.
In 2017, we had several staffing changes. We have 4 new officers join the department due to attrition. We added a detective, plus we hired 3 community service officers and a crime analyst, which is a new position that has dramatically helped us solve crimes, especially fraud cases. We also celebrated the promotions of Captain Gordon and Sergeants Jack and Chris Ostamides.
The fire department also welcomed 6 new paid on-call firefighters and had 5 longtime firefighters hang up their helmets for the final time.
I would like to thank the following firefighters for their years of service to our city and our residents. Brian Peterson, Todd Orth, John Richards, Chris Giles, and Dennis Grissom. These 5 firefighters dedicated over 106 years of combined service to our community. For that, I'm grateful. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our current firefighters for their continued dedication they provide to our residents each and every day of the year.
In addition to responding to emergency calls, our officers and firefighters are committed to community outreach and public education.
Each year, your local firefighters donate numerous hours promoting fire prevention and life safety efforts. They conduct station tours, school visits, provide fire extinguisher training, CPR, and AED training to our local residents and businesses.
One of our biggest community outreach events each year is Night to Unite. It's a great night to visit with community members and let kids look through police cars and fire trucks. This year, the Savage Police visited over 70 neighborhood parties to help strengthen neighborhood spirit and community partnerships. Our officers also volunteer their time at the Prior Lake Polar Plunge, the Law Enforcement Torch Run, and Tippecop, which all benefits Special Olympic Minnesota athletes. And I'd like to thank the community for their ongoing support. Both Chief McCall and I appreciate all the nice things the community has done, whether it was dropping off treats at the station or a toy at Santa Cop Night, which is our Toys for Tots program, or just a kind wave in the street. Your show of support really means a lot to us. Thank you.
So, what's next for Savage? As we continue to get closer to full build-out, our community will continue to evolve.
Next year, in conjunction with the 2040 Comprehensive Planning process, each of you will have several opportunities to share what you value most about Savage and the challenges and opportunities you would like us to address and embrace. With that in mind, in 2018, we will be asking for residents' input through a variety of community engagement initiatives, including our biannual community survey, open house events, and a number of online survey techniques.
We are proud to be recognized for our responsible fiscal management, that enables the city to provide quality services and expansive programs at a reasonable price. This past November, the City of Savage earned the rare AAA bond rating, the highest possible rating assigned by Standard & Poor's, and one that has only been reached by only 22 other Minnesota cities.
The AAA rating reflects the city's financial strength and stability. It means that we will lower our borrowing costs when we issue new debt, and that in turn reflects in savings for all of our city taxpayers.
This is a significant milestone and a goal that we've been working to achieve over the past 15 years. The AAA bond rating speaks loudly to the sound financial policies and practices that have been adopted and incorporated into our daily routine.
Our goal has always centered on providing exceptional city services which meet or exceed the needs and expectations of our residents and changing community.
Over the last 20 years, I've had the privilege of working hand in hand with our elected officials and alongside a team of professionals who are committed to our organization's core values: teamwork, fiscal responsibility, accountability, adaptability, and customer service. I'm very proud of our dedicated city employees whose #1 priority is preserving the health, safety, and welfare of our residents. You can trust that we will continue to provide dependable, quality services and honest communications each and every day to meet the needs of our growing community.
This is from me.
And me.
And me.
From the crew in Public Works.
In engineering.
In human resources.
In building inspections.
In parks.
And everywhere in between. We are committed
To providing all our residents
with quality services
Every day.
It's doing everything we can to make Savage
a great place to live,
work,
And play.
That's what we're all about. It's who we are.
This is who we are.